searching for answers in love and sexuality. That was my basic big question I had.
I came to Tamera the first time because I was looking for life.
I came because I was interested in living in community.
It was because I was looking for new way of living and in community and a new way of love. To love other people, to love myself, to love the planet. And in the search of this, I came here, yes.
Actually, I was unhappy with my life, and I was unhappy with somehow the structure that life seems to be in our normal life.
I came because a friend of mine was here. When I saw the changes he have gone through, I was pretty amazed, and I thought if he can do changes like that, it can't do me no bad.
Tamera is a big reference in this eco-village network, and the first things that really moved me, excited me to come, is that I knew that they work with the issue of love and partnership and free love and community in a very deep level.
I was so angry and unsatisfied with everything that I didn't know what to do, where to do, and so I had a last chance to go here and to find enlightenment, and I found it.
If you hear something about Tamera outside, it's a lot of different information, and it's like you check in the internet and there's just a vague picture of what it could be. And so I was really interested to see it by myself.
Really wanted to break out and was trying to find something different, people that do it completely different.
There are some people here who really touched me, like in a love way, but there are some male figures here I never saw outside like that, which was kind of impressive for me. I really like the food, that's something as well.
I came back because Tamera is the place where I want to live.
Yeah, I came back because I have the wish to stay longer, to really get more education and perhaps spread this vision, because now it feels that it's the vision for a new world that I've seen more complex until now, through other places I've been to, different communities. Tamera really impressed me on this level.
After the first time, my completely life changed. I found new ways of living, new possibilities, and of course the people here impressed me a lot, and I found real friendship. I found cool people to continue experience community, and so all of this made me come back.
I mean, I'm still very interested in the topic of partnership, and still how to be free in sexuality, and how can they come together and not be in like a contradiction. And on the other side, there is the dream raising inside of me to build community. And there is a lot of knowledge accessible here in Tamera.
What I see that it is right for really healing and for this vision. So I came back to give myself in there and to put my work also in there.
I'm a kitchen boy.
I work in the technology team. We are building a high precision solar concentrator.
It's way more fun, I have to say. I'm doing the same stuff that I'm doing outside actually. I'm working physically and I'm building stuff and deconstructing stuff, I don't know. But it's completely different, it's more open, more transparent. You don't have to work with a shitty coworker. You can tell him what are your feelings about him, and you don't have to be like, have to hide it or something. It feels different here to screw in the screw and than outside.
So at the moment I support the solar village in maintenance stuff and repairing stuff, building stuff, and try to maintain the daily basis for the little community in the solar village.
This year I'm mostly committed with the seeds project. So I work in the gardens that produces seeds that can be, that will be sold by other projects, and that will produce vegetables for the community.
For me, the main difference is that there's no boundaries between you and your colleagues. So there are hierarchies sometimes, but it's not this clear separation between this is private life and this is your professional life. And I really enjoy that. I don't want to spend 8 hours a day, 40 hours a week with people that I'm not close with.
I find work completely different because you don't have the separation of that you have to wear different masks.
I mean, it's different from the outside world in many levels. The human level is very visible, where you create more intimacy, where you many times share about how are you, and when you don't feel fine and need rest or need emotional support, you can also have it. And
in this way, the work is in a way holistic and not just for this or that.
Phew, so many insights.
I'm not alone, and we are looking for more. I'm not my problem. What I like the most is community.
You have to reach a point inside where you can really be honest with yourself and therefore change stuff, I think. And the group is helping, and the surrounding is helping, and the nice place is helping. But the real step can only be made inside.
Tamera uses some tools to support people being transparent and create trust among each other. This is something that I feel it's very strong in this community building process, and I love.
I think the most meaningful insights are the forum performances, because you really show yourself like you're totally naked in the middle of everybody.
I feel I really get in contact with people and I see every color of them, and that makes me like them. And suddenly there's harmony is created, and togetherness is created, and mutual support is created. So, What was the question again?
Honestly, the people I'm in the group with, the people I'm working with, the people I got to know here in Tamera.
The possibility for truth.
Really grateful for an attitude of not having expectations in personal contact. Like if you meet a person or you start talking to a person or you start touching a person, there's not an expectation of how it's supposed to continue. Like every step in like personal interaction, in like intimate interaction and then sexual interaction kind of stands for itself and doesn't cause expectations on, okay, this is how it's continuing. If I start kissing this person, I also have to sleep with that person. And that really frees me. That is, yeah, I'm very grateful for this attitude here.
Women and men, but especially women, can show their sexual energies at its fullest. And they are allowed to, and they can research on these questions. And this is for me really sacred and protected space where women can do this.
The people. Yeah, to be surrounded by people with similar visions and with the will and wishes to work on themselves and to work on a higher goal in order to live a better life and heal the planet and the people and animals on it.
The most grateful I'm for the opportunity to develop yourself, your mind, your consciousness, your Geist, your spiritual being, or whatever you want to call it.
Community for me means sharing life in all its aspects with a group of people.
I don't know, I have the feeling I'm just at the beginning to discover that. I'm not the communitarian guy, I would say. I have some experience, but I tried to handle my life in my own way and in my own path, and therefore I was a lot alone.
It's a natural way of being, of living. Like plants, trees, everyone, like all nature lives in community, they cooperate with each other.
Community is a new form of living. It means also my vision of the future.
Just be there for each other, I don't know. It's really nice. And I feel every time when I have this experience in a community, it brings out energy, I don't know, motivation to do stuff which I normally don't have. This I really like. And I think community is something about being the best person you can be, but not for yourself, but for the community.
The most challenging part to accept everybody how he is or she is and find a way of compassion and acceptance in order to live with them in peace and harmony.
Like I have to learn to be more patient with me and with my fellow communitarians, community members.
A really big challenge is to establish enough trust in each other that you can accept other people's decisions without mistrust or criticizing or mistrusting it all the time.
I mean, the processes of decision, they just take really long. And yeah, sometimes I just wish to be a dictator and just say, that's how we do it.
Like there's so many processes going on and on and on and on that it's actually beautiful, but at the same time, for me, it's quite a lot of energy.
Participating in something greater than myself, and the challenge is how to remain still myself within the community.
It's a big school to learn what you need and to go for what you need and what you want, because if you don't do this, you will just feel frustrated. For me, this community is a place that you really learn how to go for what you want and for what you love.
Every challenges who comes are really welcome. Maybe it's a challenge to say really what you need all the time, but that is more training. So it's not really a challenge, it's more, I want to do this. So I like to be in community and
I feel also that in my opinion, for my personal need of my soul, Tamera just works too much. They work too much. I don't want to work so much. So this is a challenge.
One challenge for me, it's about being in a community that is building a new culture, but mostly based on a German culture, as most of the people are German, and that's the language you hear more around. And for me, coming from South America, from Brazil, that's what I miss the most. Like when I'm here, I still don't know fully what is to be myself. Also because I'm speaking English and it's a different culture, how to behave and how people give feedback to each other. And so it's something that sometimes gives me inner work to do.
What changed for me?
Just allowing myself to get out of my constraints, what ideas I have about myself, and how liberating it can be to just let go of it and be more open to be with other humans.
So all this stuff we kind of learn here, or we are looking forward to learn here, is like new, and like sometimes it's like really revolutionary new.
I think my vision of life didn't change, but it became clearer and more tangible. Like I really know I want to live in community the rest of my life, and that I really want to live in free love.
This time here gave me a picture of how I want to live and how I want to love.
That I was kind of finished with this monogamy thing, and I wanted to know how to learn it differently. And there I also had no idea what is coming. And especially I had no idea that actually free love starts with loving yourself. So,
Expected the solution. And now I'm getting back to reality.
So I was hoping it's true what I said. And for me, they are really on a good way.
well, I've never really heard of community before, so this was kind of a big question mark, where I just went into the blue and I thought, oh, this is going to be so challenging, so many people, like there's no free space for me at all. I just have to love somebody, like I just have to love all the people all the time. And I can't do that. So this was a big thing to enter in community, not knowing what actually is it.
Like the first time I didn't expect anything, because I didn't really know what it was. I was like arriving here like, what is going on here? Like, who are these people? And maybe I was expecting a little more like chilling people and having like taking drugs, I don't know. But yeah, they're like really serious people here and workaholics, I will say, in a way. Like, yeah, but it's beautiful to see people working so much for things they love and makes sense in a way.
What did I expect? What did I expect coming to Tamera? I did the huge mistake to came here with expecting to stay over the winter and being a member of Tamera and living in Tamera through the next 5 years. I realized it very fast that it was a very big mistake to expect all this just after one season stay.
I mean, one thing I know I expected was that you're only gonna have like gentle sex. It's all about feeling yourself. And it's only that, and I kind of have to suppress my wild nature.
So yeah, I had no expectation. I am curious what it is, and I see what it brings.
Some judgments about the matter, like your own or others?
Of course, nothing is perfect, and the longer you're here, the more things you realize which are not perfect, which is completely normal in my opinion. So, of course, there are a few judgments.
I mean, my partner and me, we was hoping that it's true what they said before, what they write about, that they really are interested in life, and that they do it with consciousness and with curiosity, and that they really try to change something.
Yeah. When I did the intro week, after this 1 week of experiencing a glimpse of Tamera, I thought everything is perfect, only God and goddesses are living here without having problems, living in peace and harmony, and everything is great. So yeah, I thought it's kind of a Garden Eden with no problems, and it is, but there are problems like everywhere, but the nice thing is they work on them and not being suppressed then outside.
My image was that I need freedom in love and sexuality in order to be really honest to my partner or to my lovers.
I mean, it's a really funny story, because when I found this in the internet, Tamera, there was also this free love thing. And Hopla, my friend, I said to him, oh, look here, it's really interesting, Tamera, and they do so many things, and you have to read it, but they have free love. He said, I said this. Because, I mean, there are fears also about free love, and what does it mean, free love? I think the first moment I thought, oh, free love, so you have to be with every man, every time, and be open and do this. I think that was a fear.
Because the first pictures are that it's just an easy place to have sex, where you can just invite more people, and people are more free to say yes. But it's something much deeper.
What was my what?
Image of free love.
What was my image of free love?
I didn't have a positive picture, I have to say.
I know a little bit about free love from hippies, but these are not. You can't not call it knowledge. It's just something I picked up from my parents, from my grandparents, from TV, where something is shown in a totally wrong way.
To see that it's something really, really deep, what is free love, and needs time to understand.
Yeah. it's not so scary.
But this free love topic, it's something that I'm just starting to live in a way, because it's really not about open relationships, polyamory. I've been in this path quite some years before coming to Tamera, like researching in non-monogamy and what is to be free. But when you come to a community that says it's free love, means that it must be free from fear, it touches in something much deeper, yeah. Because it's the place where you're going to open what are the fears that you live daily, what entanglements do you create, how many movies do we live in our heads that create so much suffering and so much pain in our body and in the world.
Yeah, you're going to be brainwashed there. Or watch out not to be brainwashed. Is it like a cult that you're going to?
Yeah, for sure, a lot of people think, oh, that's a cult, and they make jokes about the Ku Klux Klan hats, and everybody fucks with everybody. How can I say that?
Basically everyone just goes there to fuck around. And such a hippie place, and Julia's going to walk barefoot all day. Yeah, of course she does, because it's beautiful.
Go there and then you can never go out. And also my sister, she wrote me a message. I don't know where you are and what you do all the day long. I think you take drugs all the time and just have parties and have sex with everyone, and what do you do there? And
that everybody needs to be open and fuck around all the time, because otherwise it's not free love. This would be a thing. This was a prejudice from my side that is actually not true.
I feel always people worried about me because I'm living another way of life and really new and like not sure where it's going and how I will live in the next years.
The Tamarian language outside, everybody's like, what?
But I don't feel prejudice in my family or friends around. Not so much prejudice, but some resistance.
An experiment.
Tamera is for me a healing place, a transformation place. A place where I found back to my male power and a new vision of how to be a future man.
A playground.
An education center where I feel I can develop myself.
Yeah, the future.
Tamera is for me a healing biotope. It's for everyone something different. It depends on your personal needs and on your personal stand in consciousness or on your personal evolution. But for me personally right now, it's a healing biotope.
It's a learning place where people are really creating vision for peace, for changing the world in a level that we can't even imagine.
Start of a new life.
When I'm really glad in Tamera, it's the place I would like to spend more of my time. It's the place where I can discover myself. It's the place where I can meet wonderful people, really interesting people. It's the place I fall a bit in love with. That's something in between. I don't know.
German is not such a beautiful language, but wait, I will think about something.
In my language, something beautiful.
É tão difícil. Eu agradeço a vida, as forças cósmicas, universais, pela existência no aqui e agora. Eu confio na vida.
Liebe ist wie Musik.
Frauen sind wunderschöne Wesen, mit denen man viel mehr Kontakt haben sollte.
Okay. Can I get it again later?
No.
Okay, something beautiful in my language. Sternschnuppe.
O vento chocalha a árvore e as folhas caem.
Is that the last question?
Ich liebe das Leben.